Hello, today's paper is Animatable Gaussians, running pose-dependent Gaussian maps for high-fidelity human avatar modeling. First, let me briefly summarize for easier understanding. The goal of this study is to create sparse view video-based avatar modeling, fast and with high quality. To achieve this, they represent the avatar using 3D Gaussian splitting. And here are the challenges that arise in this process. Low frequency spectral bias of MLP and parameterization of 3D template into a 2D map and out of distribution poses. They might be difficult to understand now, but I will remind you later. I have briefly expressed the purpose of the research in figure. Given the sparse view video, an avatar template is created using 3D Gaussians. And then, by applying the given pose to the avatar template, they create an animation composed of the 3D Gaussians. First, this field falls under neural 3D representation. One of the most well-known prior studies in this area is the neural radiance field, as known as NURF. Simply put, NURF takes the position and viewing direction of a 3D scene as an input to a neural network and output the color and density at the location. This means that the 3D scene is implicitly encoded within the neural network. However, implicit representation requires a coordinate-based MLP to regress a continuous space. As a result, it suffers from low-frequency spectral bias. This is the first challenge. The low-frequency spectral bias refers to the problem where MLPs converge more slowly for high-frequency signal components compared to low-frequency ones. And to easier understand, in 3D models, high-frequency components include linker, texture, and other fine appearance details. If their components are not properly run, the quality of the result inevitably degrades. For more detailed explanation, you can refer to the paper below. Then, how to avoid low-frequency spectral bias? They use a CNN-based network because CNN has a structure that captures local feature effectively. Therefore, CNN can learn high-frequency information more easier than MLP. However, to use 2D CNN, the 3D template, like mesh, must be converted into 2D maps. This is the second challenge. Then, how to parameterize a 2D template into 2D maps? And regarding that, the front and back views almost cover the entire canonical human. The others achieve the parameterization by orthogonal projecting the canonical template to both front and back views. In each view, they define every pixel within the template mask as a 3D Gaussian represented by its position, covariance, opacity, and color attributes, resulting in two front and back Gaussian maps. But they use canonical 2D maps, not posed human shape. Then, how is pose involved the canonical 2D maps? They introduce posed position map. Simply put, this involves converting the 2D XYZ coordinate into RGB values like this and representing them in 2D images. First, they create a mesh from the video and apply the pose. Then apply pose like this. Then the color of posed position maps is determined by converting the vertex's XYZ coordinate into RGB. And there's the last problem. The network is trained by pose condition data. The pose. Therefore, for pose not present in the training data, the quality of the result may degrade. This occurs in most data-driven methods. To avoid the problem, they utilize PCA. They obtain the principal components and standard deviation for the dimension representing the number of frames. After that, project the posed position maps into the PCA space and clips it within the standard deviation range, and then reconstruct it back. This is the comparison of without pose projection and with pose projection. In this figure, we can see the right is the more clear than left one. This is the entire process, including the previous contents. It is divided into two steps: running parametric template and running pose-dependent Gaussian maps. In the running parametric template step, multi-view video is used to create the mesh template. To create the mesh, SDF-based volume rendering and the marching cube algorithm are utilized. And additionally, to animate the iterative mesh, the scaling weights which define the relationship between joints and the vertices are required. These weights are obtained by diffusing the scaling weights from the basic SMPL body. And then next is the running pose-dependent Gaussian map step. After applying the pose to the parametric meshes template, the positions are converted into colors to generate posed position maps. It's the posed position map of front and back views. Then style unit takes the front and back view posed position maps along with the view direction as input and output the corresponding Gaussian maps. Of course, Gaussian maps include the front and back views. The predicted Gaussian scaling weights are obtained by leveraging the vertex's scaling weights, and using this weight, linear blend scaling is performed, and the avatar is rendered through rasterization process of Gaussian splitting. And training is relatively simple. The network takes posed position map and view direction as input and output the 3D Gaussian. The predicting 3D Gaussians involves predict position, covariance, opacity, and color. A notable point is that to ensure that the position approximates the canonical human body, the networks predict the offset on the template instead of position. And the loss function consists of perceptual loss and regularization loss. Perceptual loss is between the rendered image and ground truth, and to restrain the predicted offset from being extremely large, the regularization loss is adapted. The regularization loss is just the size of the offset. This is the qualitative comparison. As proof of avoiding low frequency spectral bias, the wrinkle and texture of the clothes are clearer than other researches. And this is the quantitative comparison. The PSNR, SSIM, LPIPS, and FID are used as metrics. In addition, it showed that the speed is faster than other studies. Lastly, I briefly considered the potential future works of this study. As far as I know, in the field of garment try-on, recently the physics terms are introduced to train more realistic garment movement, like these papers. I think this can be used to train the offset, then it can predict more realistic Gaussian avatars. Thanks.